Up next, we're going to delve into the dynamic world of fintech, a sector where disruptive innovation meets real-world challenges. The topic of discussion is fintech, the promise and challenges, and will offer us perspectives on harnessing fintech's potential while navigating its complexities. Please join me in welcoming our panel and moderator to the stage, our panelist and moderator. Please put your hands together for Sagar Agarwal, founder and managing partner at Beam's Fintech Fund, who's going to moderate this panel discussion. Let's have a huge round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, everyone. I know you can put your hands together and make some noise for our panelists. Keep that applause going for Bhavin Patel, founder and CEO of LenDenClub. Welcome, sir. I'd like to call on Anup Agarwal, co-founder and CEO of Mintify. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And Deepak Jain, co-founder of FlexiLoans. Welcome, gentlemen. I'm going to hand the stage over to Mr. Agarwal.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, panelists. Right. I have to say, first, they are friends here, right? More than panelists. So it's good to share the stage with you guys. The theme of this event is Dhanda, right? So I think it's important to look at everything that we're doing from Dhanda mindset, right? One of the quotes that I always tell my founders, generally when we invest with them, is that ki Dhanda first, baki sab baad mein, right? Everything, media, fundraising, valuations, growth, everything is second. Core of the crux of what we all are doing is Dhanda, right? So that should be the core thesis behind it. Before we delve into what we are doing, I just want a quick round of introductions from all of you guys, so the audience knows who you are, what you've done. Aapka to sir introduction ho gaya hai, but Anup, Bhavin, and Deepak as well. Quick, short introduction from you guys, what you guys are doing as well.
So I am Bhavin Patel, co-founder and CEO of LenDenClub platforms. So we run a P2P lending company and a technology platform which connects lenders and borrowers through registered NBFC banks and the LS space.
Perfect.
I'm Anup Agarwal. I'm co-founder and CEO of Mintify. It's a downstream supply chain financing company where we work with large corporate partners who in turn have a forward supply chain where they're selling their inventory. We help their distribution partners get access to working capital using our credit line. So that's in a nutshell what we do.
Hi, this is Deepak Jain. I'm the founder CEO of FlexiLoans Technologies. We are India's largest ecosystem embedded financiers. We give loans to small traders, retailers all over the country, reaching to them through two products primarily. A EMI-based loan, which is ranging from 12 to 36 months, and supply chain financing, again, like Anup, integrating on upstream as well as downstream through vendor financing and dealer financing.
Thank you. Thank you, all three of you. I think the panel here brings a very strong fighting spirit, right? I think you all guys have been through a journey. Fintech has been a very loosely used word in the last 5 years, but I think काफी fight करके आप लोगों ने धंधा बनाया है. So I want to ask the first question: ये जो आप धंधा बना रहे हो, right? ये किसके लिए बना रहे हो? Who is the customer for you? And is this customer actually want to pay money for what you guys are doing? It's a very hard work. People don't realize the deep work that you guys are doing. So I want to double click on some of the businesses, starting with Sanjiv, you, right? I think आपका core customer कौन है? And what is this customer taking from you and how are you selling that?
See, the way we have done is that Bajaj Capital is a slightly bigger company. So we have divided our companies into what we call channels, and each channel is run by a CBO who is the virtual CEO of that channel. So what we have decided, the way we do it is that we do it as per the customer segment. Sure. Because every customer segment has a very different need. What a person earning between what we call a mass affluent. This is a guy earning between 20 lakhs to 50 lakh rupees per annum. What he needs is a very different thing from what a person earning 1 to 2 crores is. So what we have done is that we have created a channels, and each channel is focused on catering to a particular segment. So they live, breathe, and on that segment only. So, we have 5 main channels. So one is our retail. These are the people earning less than 10 lakhs. So what do they need? They need a basic insurance, basic health insurance, and the premium needs to be cheap. They need to be able to get the claims on an easier basis. And then, they need home loans, for which they need a different KYC because it's very difficult for them. Then we have what we call our retail business, which deals with the mass affluent. We have a La Premier business, which deals with a high net worth. And then finally, we have a business which caters to the companies, our investment banking, people like you, which was our core business of helping companies raise money, helping companies be more efficient with their money, helping companies, get more mileage out of the money. So what I feel is that, look, depending on your size, please choose your segment. Nobody can serve everybody. And you can be, a jack of all and not serve anybody well. Or you can choose that this is the right segment I want to go for, understand what they want, and serve them very, very well. And this is what we believe in.
Thank you, Sanjeev. Anup, to you, right? I think the promise of the business that you're building, who's the customer, what are you building for them?
Sure, Sagar. So we are a B2B embedded financing company or supply chain financing company. As a consumer, anything that you buy in the shelf of a retailer across be it FMCG, pharma, kitchenware, consumer durable, all of these products eventually flow from a manufacturing hub going into a distribution channel, which is super stockists, distributor, dealers, right up to the end retailer. Now that whole network, which is called as supply chain financing, is essentially filled with large number of MSME segment, which are varied in nature. People starting with, let's say, about 1 to 2 crores of annual business to about 10 to 20 crores of business, right? These customers have huge challenges in getting access to working capital, particularly the form factor, where they can draw down the money at every point in time they're buying the inventory and can repay at their own will. That is essentially the problem statement that we're trying to solve for, and we've seen a massive adoption happening there.
No, I think interesting from retail and direct to consumer to businesses and small businesses, right? Bhavin, आपका segment very interesting है. Would love to know a little bit more for the audience. What segment are you catering to, right? Are you B2C, are you B2B2C, or are you directly B2B? More on this.
So हम लोग actually mix है. So LenDenClub brand name के अंदर we run 3 businesses. एक P2P lending है, जहाँ पे प्योर कंज्यूमर बेस्ड है, जहाँ पे इंडिविजुअल लेंडर्स एंड इन्वेस्टर्स आते हैं जो बोरोवर्स को पैसा देते हैं. इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ लोन एक्सचेंज, जिस तरीके से स्टॉक मार्केट एक्सचेंज है, आप तो समझते हो, बट प्रॉब्ली फॉर लार्जर ऑडियंस इट्स सिमिलर टू व्हाट द स्टॉक मार्केट इज. बट यहाँ पे लोन की ट्रेडिंग होती है, लोन का इन्वेस्टमेंट होता है. सेकंड बिजनेस इज टू प्रोवाइड लोन्स, विच इज़ अवर लोन सर्विस प्रोवाइडर बिजनेस, वेर इन वी सर्व टू बोरोवर्स who are looking for a loan up to 50,000 rupees. So we have developed a very amazing technology using lot of technological component, bring a recipe using the digital validation points available by the government, and also we have used lot of AI-based model. So we are able to underwrite small loans like 5,000 rupees goes up to 50,000 rupees and also run unit positively. And third business is where we connect, use a platform to connect registered entities like NBFCs to LSPs, who are loan service providers. All three, from the perspective of Danda, all three businesses are positive. And whenever we start anything or we start working on any business line, we think that within 6 months, whether this can become real business or not. If we have horizon beyond 6 months, then possibly we need to rethink about it कि जिस तरीके से इसको हम सोच रहे हैं, क्या वो executable है, नहीं है, या कुछ बड़े constraint है जिसकी वजह से हम नहीं करना चाहेंगे.
No, great, thank you so much. And I should say this कि हमारे panel पे जितने भी लोग हैं यहाँ पे, all of them are extremely profitable companies. So I think congratulations guys. वो conversation मुझे करने की ज़रूरत नहीं कि growth versus profit, because you guys have all built profitable companies. Deepak, to you, you have bunch of lines of businesses as well, right? Like Sanjeev has, Bhavin is doing it, Anup is doing it. Which all segments are you catering to, and which category you focus? Who's the customer for you?
Thank you, Sagar. So we give loans to unserved and underserved MSMEs only, but it's not on the consumer side. We give loans to small retailers, traders, wholesalers all over the country. We are very different in terms of our sourcing. We've been from day one operating central office in Mumbai. We don't have any branches to source or underwrite businesses. So 100% of our sourcing happens, and we now source roughly 300, 350 odd crores monthly business volumes, and all sourced only sitting in Bombay. We have primarily three methods of sourcing. One is ecosystem embedded financing. So we were probably the pioneers in that in India, and today probably the largest in that as well. And the entire e-commerce ecosystem, the entire payments ecosystem, the entire ERP ecosystems like Tally, etc. We fully embedded ourselves in those ecosystems and give loans to merchants who are on those platforms as EMI-based loans. Second, we do a lot of digital marketing of our own, and have also embedded with other digital marketing platforms like Paisa Bazaar, BFDL, etc. Bajaj, Finserv. So there we will, we'll go out and source customers digitally. We get more than 1 million hits on our website every month there, which leads eventually to less than 5,000 loans, right? So very selective in our funnel there. But that's again a massive channel. And third is, we also do a lot of supply chain financing through corporates. So we've integrated with corporates on their upstream as well as downstream side, and do vendor as well as dealer financing. Sitting in Bombay, almost 55% of our loans are from tier 3, 4, 5 towns, and 75% are, if I add tier 2 in it there. So tier 1 is, the top 8 metros is less than 20-25% for us.
No, interesting. I think 4 different businesses, large companies, right? I still get this question as a fund manager, right? Every time I'm out there in the market, कि यार ये supply chain हर बंदा कर रहा है, P2P lending हर बंदा कर रहा है, right? SIP retail हर बंदा कर रहा है. तो differentiation क्या है? What is this fintech companies building differently, right? So I want to really understand: is there entry barriers in our business, and are we building competitive moats in each of our businesses, right? For our audience also, right? Is it that easy to come in and start your business? What you guys are building, and what's the replacement time that for somebody to come and start your journey as well? So I want to know a little bit more from entry barriers and competitive moats in the business. Start with you.
So entry barriers, the way we consider entry barriers or key moats, they are probably in 4 or 5 areas. The first is the origination mix, which I spoke about, in my previous question. That how are you sourcing very differently than the market? Can you create a clear niche to yourself? Now, the amount of ecosystems we have fully integrated with through APIs, etc. If anyone was to replicate that, it will take them at least anywhere between 5 to 7 years. Yeah. So that in itself is a massive moat. Second is, where are you using your technology? So most people, when they consider us fintechs, they think that we are using technology for, faster underwriting or faster, processing the files. It's not, So are you using AI and data science to market your customers in a very smarter way? Because you need to keep your CACs to the lowest when you're doing digital marketing. So we use a lot of, analytics in our digital marketing piece. Second, very important mode is underwriting. Again, how many data variables you're using you're building your models upon, and how many diverse set of models, how soon you start building those models. From very beginning in 2016, we never had a go-no-go basis, CIBIL score X and above or CIBIL score Y and above, or bank statement balance X and above and Y and above. Given we were amongst the early ones, so on the flow-based lending, we were the first few ones to start there. And there we used a lot of variables from the bank statements, from the bureau side, to build a model which is called recursive underwriting model, where we use more than 250 to 300 go-no-go criterias, which in fraction of seconds get decided. So that's second and very critical mode. Third is your liability franchise, how detailed it is on the capital side. Again, is a very, very important mode. Not many founders and all the founders here are playing heed to that, but not many founders focus on that. That's very critical. It has to be extremely diversified with banks, NBFCs, securitization pools, etc. So that's another thing which, when you are a fintech or a lending and NBFC, you need to build upon.
So scale is the moat, right, in your business for sure. As you become larger and larger, you're able to do it. Sanjiv, your business, right, I think, and I'll come to Anup and Bhavin as well. But Sanjiv, your business, bunch of lines, lots of competition. Your views on entry barriers?
Yeah, I think this is a very interesting question. So our business is a business where it's very easy to compete.
Yeah.
The only business where we have a little bit of an entry barrier is maybe a stockbroking or a investment banking, And there also, you don't need a rocket, lot of money. You need 2.5 crores, you need 5 crores. But if you get into a wealth management, which is our biggest business, you just need, don't even need 50,000 rupees to get a ARN license. And we are competing with everybody. Similarly with our insurance. Okay, so if you're doing an insurance broking, 75 lakhs is all you need. So there, how do you compete? This is a very important question, and let me take an example of one of our latest offerings, which is our credit card. And we have a stall for Tiger credit card outside. We wanted to launch a credit card, but there are hundreds of cards. So how do we make our card unique? How do we compete in this market where there is no entry barrier? So we are not, being today in India, the entry barrier is for the banks, that only a bank can issue a credit card. So they have a moat. But we didn't have a moat. But how do we create a moat on that? And the moat you create in this business is by selecting your client and servicing him really, really, really well. And that is the moat. So what we did is we said which segment is not served in the credit card market. These are the high spenders. Now, how is high spenders? There are two types of people. One who don't care, but then most of the people are smart high spenders. They love to spend, but they want something back. So what we did is that we built we made it lifetime free, despite being on a signature platform. We removed almost 80% of the benefits and only kept the benefits that made sense, like free lounge access, golf games, movie tickets, that's it. And we said we'll put all the money into reward points and conversion into air miles. For 100 rupees you spend, you get 6 reward points, which is almost 2 rupees 40 paisa on every 100 rupees spent, whether you're paying your tax or you're paying your Google AdWords or Meta, this thing, or you're going shopping. So you can take that shopping and you can convert it into, like for a lady, she was sharing with me that, my 4th bag came out of the Tiger credit card points. Wow. So point is that we have gone for a segment which is high spenders, and whenever we discuss internally, we discuss how do we service them better, what else can we launch for them. So my point is that, look, the moat you create is by identifying your customer and taking him to the next level and giving him an experience that he needs and sticking to that customer.
Interesting point, Sanjeev. ये टाइगर क्रेडिट कार्ड मुझे बताना, राइट, बाद में काम आएगा हमारे ऑफिस में भी लोगों को शॉपिंग करने के लिए. नो बट इंटरेस्टिंग पॉइंट, स्केल, tech in your conversation, customer experience in your conversation. Anup and Bhavin, right? I'll start with Anup quickly. We have short of time, but Anup, your point on mode that you're building, how difficult, easy is it? And Bhavin, after that, for you as well, the same question.
Sure, Sagar. I'll actually like to draw a parallel to it. I'm a chartered accountant by qualification. And to the extent some of you, may be aware, it's very easy to enter into a CA profession. You just pay 3,000 rupees as a registration fee, and you can start the journey. And believe you me, every year, lakhs and lakhs of students kind of, apply and start the journey. The people who are able to complete the CA journey is probably only a few thousands of them. It's a similar thing about the startups as well, right? Entry is very easy. Today, because of the opportunity that has been provided in this country, everybody has an opportunity to become an entrepreneur. But mind you, this is a long haul. This is not a process where, you see somebody as a unicorn, somebody as a decacorn. Okay, I can also become a unicorn or decacorn. First and foremost thing is, it's at least a 10, 15 years journey. And once you are into that journey, then you do not see any barriers at all. Then you don't see competition. Then you only see more and more opportunity your way. Like within supply chain, to the point that you mentioned, while your overall, probably from an outside perspective, it may seem like there are hundreds of companies doing it. When I see from my lens, there's probably nobody at all. Because the scale at which we are, it is a fraction of the overall opportunity in the market. How does it matter what others are doing? I need to focus on what is the opportunity in front of me and how much of that share can I actually take in Mintify. So I think for founders, it's more about, one, getting into it and then staying put for a long haul, which is the most important thing for it to become successful.
So right reasons to enter the business.
100%.
And
absolutely.
Be passionate about
100%,
it.
100%, absolutely.
Right? And 10 साल
wouldn't
have
have
to
done
focus.
anything better than being an entrepreneur.
No, I totally agree. See, the only thing I tell people.
Sagar, 10 is the least in lending. It's just the start.
No, I totally hear you as well. Bhavin, quickly to you as well, so that we are.
So
use the time.
I'll just add on. I think a lot of things are covered. I feel that in today's world, opportunity is in front of everyone. आप खाली ये एक्सपो में चले जाइए, एक फिनटेक कंपनी कैसे चलानी उसके लिए सारे सप्लायर आपके पास बैठे हुए हैं. सो आपके पास हल्दी है, नमक है, खाने की सारी चीज़ें हैं, बस आपको रेसिपी बनानी है. I tell this to my team also. Whoever will make good recipe, they'll be able to survive the bad weathers. For example, in front of LenDenClub, we started in 2015. डिमोनेटाइजेशन से लेके आज तक हमने 5 वेदर सर्वाइव किए, इंक्लूडिंग लास्ट ईयर का इतना सारा रेगुलेटरी ओवरहॉल आ गया था. नाउ इफ़ योर रेसिपी इज़ गुड, इट विल सर्वाइव. इफ रेसिपी इज़ नॉट गुड, नाउ हाउ यू मेक द रेसिपी, we look at within LenDenClub in 3 ways, that either you innovate the product, or you innovate the process, or you innovate the management. So I feel this is in a way moat in front of the organization or a startup. उसके अलावा बाकी सारी चीज़ें फंजिबल है. 2019 के फरवरी में जब टाइकॉन हुआ था NCPA में, तब नारायण मूर्ति जी ने बहुत अमेजिंग चीज़ बोली थी. तब मैं बहुत ही रिलेटिवली जूनियर था स्टार्टअप वर्ल्ड में. बट ही सेड हमारे ज़माने में रिसोर्सेज नहीं थे, बट आज के ज़माने में रिसोर्सेज आपके पास भर के पड़े हुए हैं, बट आपके सामने चैलेंज करने वाली कंपटीशन भी उतनी है. सो कंपटीशन रहेगी. आई डो नॉट थिंक एनी ऑफ अस इज़ टू मच ऑब्सेस्ड अबाउट इट. वी नो कि मतलब 2016 का मैं अगर एक न्यूज़पेपर कटिंग थोड़े दिन पहले ही देख रहा था, वहाँ पे जो P2P लैंडिंग प्लेटफॉर्म के नाम थे, आज उसमें से कितने हैं, 2 नए ऐड हुए होंगे, 5 कम हो गए होंगे. तो दैट विल कम एंड गो. It's all about what you want to focus and what you want to kill, right? For yourself, you focus on what recipe you want to build, and within LenDenClub, we always think like this.
No, interesting. Different perspective from all different 4 of you guys and different business models, right? So I think हर एक business में अपना अपना एक important focus है जो आप लोग कर रहे हैं. I'm going to move a little bit faster right now for all of us. I'm hearing a lot of word on agentic AI, right? मुझे नहीं समझ में आता है एजेंटिक एआई. आई डोंट नो लोगों को समझ में आता है कि नहीं आता है. बट वन लाइन क्विकली ऑन एजेंटिक एआई और एआई फॉर दैट मैटर एंड हाउ रेलेवेंट इट इज फॉर यू. जस्ट वन लाइन, व्हाटएवर यू गाइस कैन शेयर.
So guys, in future, they are going to be the people who adopt it and the people who are extinct.
Oh,
So
wow.
you have to adopt it. Agentic AI is about you are able to make a living, breathing person, but the person is an artificial intelligence. A person who can learn, person who can act, person who can do things. And today what is possible and the technology, the way it has evolved in the last 1.5 years, believe me, a storm is coming. And and the winds have started blowing. So please adopt it. This is not something you can do without, but it's a huge opportunity that you can tap.
नो परफेक्ट. भाविन, स्टॉर्म आ रहा है लग रहा है आपको एजेंटिक एआई के बारे में सुन के कि इज इट रियली डिसरप्टिंग द फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज?
100%. So we are pushing all our teams to shift towards it,
Oh, wow.
including technology development or customer support. We have increased our focus on data science and AI. We had a team of 17 members. Now we are increasing our strength there as well. Deepak and I were there in US meeting a lot of tech co-founders, and we see that wave coming in. That majority of this service providing will shift to AI. Because you don't need intervention of people. So for example, I have created one digital version of myself in my private GPT. Slowly, gradually, it is giving even better responses which even I am not able to think. And it keeps eye on minute details. But then you need to know the limitations as well. That it will be amazing with data and information. Possibly, logically, you may still remain better till the time they are so intelligent. So yes, that's the wave which is coming in.
Fair enough. Anup, AI, agentic AI, anything?
Only yesterday, Sagar, 21-year-old kid from IIT Madras demoed a solution to us wherein they took our best scholar in the organization. They completely adapted his voice. I mean, to the extent I actually felt that his name is Kalpesh, Kalpesh is calling me. And the whole conversation was essentially around the fact, अच्छा सर, आपको आपका फाइनेंसिंग के बारे में जो चीज़ चाहिए थी आपको पता चल गया, आपके टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन समझ में आ गए, आपके ये रीपेमेंट टर्म्स हैं. एंड आई वाज लाइक, Kalpesh, why are you calling me? And then somebody says, no, no, this is the bot who's calling you.
wow.
It was so unbelievable real. And this is, that, by the way, a 21-year kid in IIT Madras within their lab has built this. Now, that is the level of automation we are talking about, guys. So it is certainly coming. It is coming with
At
full
pace,
force.
yeah.
Use cases will keep changing. Let's be honest. I don't think so. We need to all worry about, okay, you know, then there's so much happening out there. Which one should we pick and which one we should not? The use cases will keep evolving. But keeping abreast with what's happening and ensuring that you keep constantly using some form or the other, whether you develop it in-house, you use it through a third party, you will certainly see a lot of efficiency coming into your processes.
Interesting. Quick words.
So we are in Mumbai AI, right? And some of us have formed part of a group. We've taken this pledge to make Mumbai the AI capital of Asia.
Interesting.
I believe, you know, we have all the potential to do it. And, you know, when Mr. Jensen was here, we were having a small group meeting with him. And what he said, you know, it made so much sense that India has all the potential convert from the back office of the world to front office of the world using AI. Can we do that? Because we have all the technology brains in the world sitting here. We produce more engineers than any other country in the world.
In the world, yeah.
Right. So can we do that? And this 21-year-old story, which, you know, Anup just mentioned. In our company specifically, we've started asking in each team how many employees you have and how many agents you will add this year. So that's part of the next year appraisal cycle.
No, interesting. I think storm is coming, right, as what I hear. And 21-year-olds are disrupting the businesses. So I think we should look for more opportunities in the AI space to invest, guys. One word answers now from one sentence. I'm trying to reduce. Quickly, we have 2 minutes to go. Fintech or financial services?
I think it's the same.
Interesting. Bhavin, fintech, financial services.
Fintech with profitability focus.
I think they both have to coexist.
Coexist.
Regulatory overhang or hangover?
Not at all. We think it's good to have it.
Sanjeev, anything?
You have to live with it.
And India?
Let me put it better. You have to live within it.
You have to live within the box, right? India or US?
India.
Any day. Any day, India.
India for scale, US for innovation.
Achha, okay. Lastly, IPO plans?
जल्दी करेंगे.
At an appropriate time.
Market has to stabilize.
Sanjeev, I think you are
Soon.
Achha, interesting. No, great. Thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed the panel as well. And thank you, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the panel. Any questions? Do we have time for questions, guys? None? Okay, perfect. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause, please, for our panelists. And gentlemen, I request you all to stay on stage. I would like to invite Mr. Soren Shah, board member, Thai Mumbai, to present our panelists with a token of appreciation. So, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and let's give Mr. Shah a warm welcome. Let's put our hands together for our panelists once again, ladies and gentlemen. A big thank you to, of course, our moderator for this session, Mr. Sagar Agarwal. Thank you to each of our panelists, Mr. Bhavin Patel, Anup Agarwal, Deepak Jain, and Sanjiv Bajaj. We'd like to get a group photograph. Thank you again to our panelists for this comprehensive overview of FinTech's exciting promise and its challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them one more round of applause, please. Thank you again, gentlemen, and of course, big thank you to Mr. Shah as well.